At the end of a narrow street in a small village, there stood an old, broken house. In that house lived an old man all alone. His hair was white, his hands trembled, and his eyes carried a quiet sadness. Once this house was full of laughter. Now it was filled with silence. Every morning the old man woke up with the call to Fajr prayer. Slowly, he made wudu, stood in prayer, and raised his hands with the same dua every day. "O Allah, give me patience and guide my children." He had 3 sons. All of them lived in the city. They had jobs, families, and comfortable lives. They had everything, except time for their father. Days passed, weeks turned into months. The door never opened for them. Every evening after Asr prayer, the old man placed a worn-out chair outside his house. He sat there looking down the street, waiting. Whenever footsteps were heard, his heart would jump. But every time, the footsteps passed by. One cold night, the old man became very sick. Fever covered his body, and his breathing became heavy. He tried to stand, but fell back onto his bed. With shaking hands, he picked up his phone and dialed his eldest son. The phone rang and rang, but no one answered. He tried the second son. "Dad, I'm busy. I'll call you later," the voice said. The third son did not answer at all. The old man placed the phone beside him. Tears rolled down his wrinkled face, not from pain, but from loneliness. That night he prayed lying down. "O Allah, you are the best companion. Do not leave me alone." The next morning, a neighbor noticed the old man's door had not opened. She knocked, no answer. She pushed the door and went inside. The old man lay on his bed, silent. His eyes were closed and his face was peaceful. He had returned to Allah alone. When the sons were informed, they rushed to the village. They stood around the body of their father, their hearts heavy with regret. They cried, not because they had no father anymore, but because they had lost the chance to be good sons. At the janazah prayer, only a few villagers stood. The imam said softly, "Parents are a mercy from Allah. When they leave, mercy leaves with them." The sons lowered their heads. The money they earned could not buy back the time they lost.